This is a What's the Story with Maria News live update.
Hey everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. Leo, that was so dramatic how you did that. The live update live from New Jersey, which is ironically enough, Krista Piero has a show called Live from New Jersey. That's not the name of our show. We just are live from New Jersey because I did a stupid thing and I had my computer here over the weekend while I was watching Judy's dogs, and I left my computer here. So I was in a panic and drove here, and Judy was nice enough to say, just do the show from my house. So we are broadcasting live from Weehawken, New Jersey. That's where we are right now, from Judy's bedroom. See all the shoes? Judy has like a shoe museum. Anyway, so tonight, Leo is manning the ship. There he is, Leo Rodriguez, manning the ship as per usual. I'm also going to, let me see, I'm also going to go to my Facebook page, and I know it's going live there because people do comment. Now, I will let you guys know something that's very important. I know a lot of you know this already. There it is. Okay. I know it's going live. So, when this show goes live, one of the things you can do, which is really cool, is you can actually share it to another page or to your page if you like. So I always tell our guests that if you would like to share it, you are welcome to, and then it goes live on your page. So, what's happening here, Leo? That was
we're just showing a little bit. We're going back to our What's the Story with Maria page on YouTube.
Rena Crignali-Bergi, thank God. Once you arrive, Rena, it is a party. And
Hi, weather girl.
Our weather girl, that's right. Rena was going to come to my birthday celebration in 2 weeks, but she is very, very sought after, and there's another big party going on, family party, that she has to go to. So, but she will be there in spirit. I told her to send Ron Berge because he is very sought after, and there's another big party going on, family. That's our YouTube page. That's going live on YouTube. So I was telling everybody, if you guys want to watch this show on YouTube, you're welcome to do that. Oh, she says, hi, Leo.
Hola.
You guys would be like amazing friends if you lived in the same state. That would be ridiculous. You'd be cooking together all day long. And Rena has a new kitchen now, which is
she does?
Oh, yeah, and look at her with Mr. February there.
Oh, he's...
Who is that? They just celebrated an anniversary.
I saw that.
Amazing. That was a great wedding.
How many people were at that wedding?
A lot. Rena, how many people did you have at your wedding? I don't remember. But it was a big wedding. That was a big wedding. And it was fun. That was a fun wedding.
Well, you know that Rena is already a reporter out on the street. She does live footage at Boston events for me. So she is not only just a weather girl, but a budding reporter for What's the Story with Maria.
Oh, my God. Final count was only 214 people. Final count. Only.
That's all.
I know.
That's all.
That's all.
Open the fridge. I'm sure we got some food for everybody. Come on.
Come on over. So anyway, tonight we have I call Lynn Portas my booking agent because I was talking to her yesterday and she was talking about her friend Lisa, and I don't want to mispronounce Lisa's last name. Nazli, right? So I met Lisa. She's a sweetheart. I've met her many times, and anyway, so she was talking about it, and she said she just had a really cool birthday party, and she actually flamenco danced at her own birthday party. And I was like, that's right, she's a flamenco dancer. So I reached out to her, and I was like, how'd you like to do the show? And she was so nice about it. She's like, sure, So we have never had a flamenco dancer on the show before, but we're going to have one tonight. And Lisa will be joining us very soon. And then Lynn Portas was part of an amazing telethon yesterday with Al Lambert, who's an old friend. As a matter of fact, there he is. You know what? Al Lambert deserves hearts around him.
Mm-hmm.
If you knew Al, that would make total sense. He's a doll and a super amazing singer and band leader. And
there's a genius in the green room, just so you know.
Should we pop her in first?
That wonderful little genius.
Yeah, I think we should pop in the Lynn Portas genius. Hi! There she is. Lynn, you have now been dubbed our booking agent.
That's funny.
Because Lynn we'll just be yapping as we often do.
We know so many people.
We know so many people. Okay, here comes Ed Kutu of Blade Salon.
Hi, Ed.
Hi, Ed. In Rocky Hill, Connecticut, Blade Salon. If you want to get your hair did, go see Eddie.
Eddie. Hi, Ed.
Yesterday, we were talking with Lynn, and she was talking about the birthday party with Lisa.
It was amazing. It was like, I always, she's a dancer. I'm not giving away anything because people have to but I don't know anyone like her. The discipline, what she set her mind to do, to be a flamenco dancer many, many years ago. She'll tell you, when you hear it, it's from her heart. I said to her today or a couple of days ago, yesterday, everything's a fog. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a few days.
No, you've been really going.
I said something like to really have such passion and to make a decision to do something. And really, it's in her heart. It's in her soul. It's her being.
Lynn, I think I have something on that.
You get it. It's not like, even the pictures, they're so serious, these flamenco dancers. And the work in the rhythm.
Moment, I was able to intensively study and work a lot at home this year. So I was able to really focus on my art form. I know that through this process, I'm going to explore this art on the next level. And I want to deepen my connection to this soul enhancing art. And I hope that through this process, I learn ways that I can inspire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where'd you find that, Leo?
He finds everything.
Amazing.
Leo, wait till you see the castanets. You would go crazy. You have to make Lisa show you. Ask her to show you the work. And when you see them, it's the hands and what they're doing.
I've seen a lot of flamenco there, but we also had, I did Man of La Mancha a long time ago, and they infused some castanets in there. And just the muscles, the arthritis I imagine a person would have at the end of the years from all that beautiful work that they do with those rhythms.
Right? My grandfather was a huge fan of the castanets. So every wedding he used to bring his castanets. He loved it. So Dominic, who is a friend of Lisa's, he said it was a great party and Lisa's dance number was fantastic.
She blew everybody away, right, Dominic?
Lynn's story was hilarious.
Oh, I told a funny story.
Oh, you did?
But I can't tell it on. Can I tell that story? I
don't know. We've had Lavinia on this show.
Yeah, so I know.
Now, Sam Bones says, hi, glad to be here. Who's Sam Bones? Do we know Sam Bones?
Sam.
I don't know Sam Bones.
Friends of
glad you're here, Sam.
I Sam. No, but Lisa was my babysitter for my kids.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think I hear castanets in the green room, actually.
She was my babysitter.
Lynn, I'm going to have you introduce her. She is in the green room. Let's bring her in. Put your hands together. Go ahead, Lynn.
Lisa Nazli.
Lisa Nazli, yay! Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you? Hello.
Good. Leo showed a little clip of that little documentary you had.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad he found that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He can find anything.
Now, was that a documentary, or was that something that you made yourself, or did someone interview you?
Well, I set the clips. I applied to I entered this competition, this flamenco competition through Flamenco Vivo. Last June I entered, and then I got accepted to be in the competition, and the performance was at the Lincoln Center Library. So that was like my, that was my like promotional video. Once I became a contestant in the contest, once I became a contestant in the contest.
Yeah. And you got accepted. How many people applied, do you think?
Meet the candidates. And I also have an updated bio on my friend's website. How many people applied?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like 20. I don't know. Flamenco is really specialized, so I'm not sure. It wasn't like hundreds, you know.
I've never met a flamenco dancer. I mean, I met you before I knew you were a flamenco dancer through Lynn. I think it was probably at Nicole's shower or something. I think it was
one of the parties.
One of the parties.
Yeah.
But so how did you grow up around flamenco dancers? Did you tell me how that started?
It came from, I'm not sure where it came from actually, because I did that 23andMe, you know, and I'm not Spanish at all. I mean, not even 0.001%, not at all. I was surprised because, you know, it's such a passion that I have. So I always danced, I don't know, like almost as soon as I could walk, you know. I started like when I was 4. I remember we had a little performance at my Sunnycrest Little Crafts workshop in the Bronx, you know, my little preschool and my nursery school. And I had tap shoes on and a costume, and I was on stage, and that was it. You know, it was the tap shoes. It was always the percussion forms that I was really, really good at, tap. And then African, when I found African dance, and then I discovered Mexican dance, and I've done everything. And then I saw, when I was in graduate school to become a teacher, I saw a flamenco company at Tillis Center, you know, because I went to LIU Post.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. And that's it. I have been completely focused on flamenco for like many years.
Well, what was it about the flamenco dance what was it? Was it just, it just electrified you, right?
Oh my, electrified is a good word. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the passion. Oh my God. I said, I've been like a maniac. It's like crazy. I think it's the complexity of the rhythms, the colors, the beautiful costumes, the really, really intricate footwork.
Yeah, it's intense. It's intense. Like when I've watched it, whether it's on PBS or, you know, sometimes I've been at there's a place called the Red Rooster in Harlem.
Oh,
and they, from time to time, like when they have these big jazz, Cuban Afro bands, I've been there. I really like the place. And it's kind of like surrounds the audience. Like the music, Lynn, you would freak out. All the music, you sit in the middle and the musicians are around you.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah. And then from time to time, they'll bring up flamenco dancers. You should actually check it out. I think if they still do it, but I am like riveted because the amount of concentration, and you're right, and the rhythms, and it's really something.
It's just mesmerizing. You're like amazed, and you just want more and more and more, and you can't get enough. And I'll never get enough.
I love that though.
Yeah, bad.
That's how musicians feel. Like Lynn and I, on our days off, what do we want to do? We want to play more music. It's like, you know, we want to write more songs. We want to, and people say, well, that's what you do for a living. Aren't you tired? It's like, oh, that's not work. That's like what I love.
I want to see the castanets, Lee. I wanted you to show her.
I have them. So there's a right one and a left one. The right one has like a notch on it, and it's a little
glasses on too, Maria.
Slightly deeper sound. The right one has a notch. The sound is just slightly deeper, and this is. Oh wait, no, this is the left one is the deeper sound. Okay, and then that one keeps the beat. The left one. And the right one does all the talking, all the, you know, more, let's say, more intricate rhythms. So we do exercises where we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to learn finger articulation. 1, 2. That's like a basic exercise.
Oh, wow.
You get to do the rolls, you know, and you make your fingers pretty like that.
That's amazing.
And then, you know, do that with the arms, along with the arms and the feet and, you know, everything else, your head and all that. Your whole entire, everything is all part of the expression of the rhythm.
Go.
Like, can you do a little more of the castanets? Because I just love it. It's so beautiful.
Just to stand up.
Okay. I can show you. Yeah, I'll show
you.
Like Sevillanas, which literally everybody in Sevilla and Andalusia, southern Spain, they know it, from like little tiny kids to like 90-year-old people. Everybody knows this dance. This week or last week, they're having after Easter, they have the Feria de Sevilla, which is the party after Easter where they parade in the streets with their beautiful dresses and, and horse and carriages and stuff. And it's like amazing. And one day I'll go. Anyway, okay. This is I'll do the first one. There's 4 coplas, they call them. Copla is like a little dance. Can you see my feet? Okay, let me move this back a little.
I'm sorry, I didn't. We have. Oh wow, you're wearing the costume.
Yeah, all the stuff, the shoes.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful.
All right, so the first Sevillana. Well, it's with music. I don't have my music because I'm using my speaker for this. Should I put music?
It's really up to you. I don't want to tire you up, or whatever you want to do, or you can just dance. I mean, it's really your thing.
Let the rhythm do this. Let the rhythm of castanets move.
It goes with the step. Okay, wait, Mohammed, are you finding the music? Oh, maybe you could put it near the microphone. That's Guajiras. That's another dance. That's not Sevillana.
This is very cool.
That's not what's playing.
This is live. I love it. This is live. It's having live. In the meantime, Liz Goldenberg said she tuned in late as I got distracted. Fireworks in New Jersey. Love watching dancers work with castanets. I agree. Lee Ann said, "Go Lisa, beautiful sound." Kenny, hi Maria, hi Lynn. Rena, castanets always remind me of Nazli. Yes, Rena, me too. Our grandfather used to bring castanets to every wedding.
That's awesome.
Isn't
okay,
that
we found the fast Sevillanas. I can do the first copla for you.
Okay.
Wow, that was fantastic.
I found something real quick.
That was fantastic. Thank you for doing that, Lisa.
Thank you. That was very fast.
You know what? I learned something tonight. Okay, so Joseph.
And she's a school teacher.
Oh, my God. So Sam Bones goes, go, girl. Love it. Joseph Issa says, fantastic. Now, you know what? I learned something tonight. Dominic said, very cool. When you did those rhythms, right? I never realized that the dancer is making that sound. I thought you made 1 or 2 sounds, but I thought that the rhythm was in the music. But you're actually doing that while you're keeping rhythm with your feet as well.
That recording, I found the wrong recording right now, but that one already has castanets in it. But no, we do.
Oh my God!
We do the rhythms, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I never realized that until this moment, until you showed me that. I always thought it was just part of the recording. So that's really impressive.
It's like lifetimes of
applause. Everybody's applauding. Everybody loves it. That's fantastic. So have you ever traveled to Spain?
Yeah, I did. I have gone twice. Only twice. So because I've had my children and I've been teaching, it's very difficult to just pick up and go whenever I want. Of course, I could go in the summer, but then, Andalusia in the summer, it's like 1,000 degrees. And that's the only time pretty much that I could go and spend a lot of time, plus my kids and et cetera.
Now, so you teach ESL, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's English as a second language.
Right.
And are your children Spanish speaking?
No.
They're
My daughter said when she was little, I tried to teach her because she definitely has the look and the character and all that and the expression. So I tried to teach her. I started a little class. I taught her for like 1 year. And one day she just stomped her little feet and she says, "No, it is too Spanish." And she never came back. No.
That's it.
Does she do Turkish dance? She's Turkish. Her husband.
Oh, that's cool. So she does Turkish dance.
Right.
Oh, wow. So your daughter also dances. That's amazing.
No, well, she does piano. She plays piano and she sings. In fact, she just did NISMA tonight. And she does piano and she got really high scores in that. So she's got the music. She just refuses to. She's like, I can't dance. No.
Somebody's listening.
Well, you know what? Everybody's got their own thing. That's what's so wonderful about we have the opportunity to do what we love. And everybody is moved by different things, So, I mean, I love that. Lynn has 4 kids and
Lisa has 2 amazing children. And Lisa, I got to tell them that you were my babysitter. And then when she met Muhammad, she met this fantastic guy from Turkey. And she's like, and her children, I'm going to start crying. They're just amazing.
That's great.
It's going to make a difference in the world. Just
and
like mom and dad.
You're out on Long Island as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you find that there's a lot of room out there for this kind of expression, or do you have to travel to other places?
Yeah, usually. Well, there is a company out here that I'm working with, Sol y Sombra, and that's run by Maria Loretta Seritan. And so she has a group that I have joined on and off throughout the years, and joined again. And we're doing right now a choreography that actually I studied with for many years, like 15 years, Jose Molina, and she used to be his partner.
Wow.
And they toured all over the place. And anyway, now she's teaching us one of their choreographies. It's combination martinete. Well, it's all these, there's different palos, they call them, and that's like different rhythms. So this one is it's really, really, it's with a cane. This is something new, like with the baston,
Yeah. That they call it baston in Italian too.
Yeah. And that one is a seguirías, which is like the darkest, most serious, bloodletting,
Yeah, I love that. But you know what? I would imagine, I don't know much about flamenco, but that it's a very old art form. Is that right? Like it goes way, way, way back.
Yes, it's definitely one thing that I love about it so much is that it's really multicultural. It has influences from, because it's like it's a gypsy dance, so the gypsies migrated like from India through Romania, Eastern Europe,
Hungary,
and settled like in southern Spain, those particular ones, the Moorish, and then so there's all kinds of influences, Arabic influences, Indian. And then they have, when Spain, came to the New World, then they, got some rhythms and some African influences from here, from the New World, from Cuba, South America. Then they brought it back to Spain and mixed it all up. So,
that's cool.
Lisa, when you did your 23andMe, you said you had absolutely no Spain in you. But what did you have?
Italian, 30%, more of a percentage than I thought. I guess the only thing that I could think of is that it's the Italian influence.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Italians love that kind of stuff. And like my cousin was saying, my grandfather loved castanets. All his sisters loved castanets. It was like they're from southern Italy, but Spain is so close to it. So
right.
They're like states in Europe. It's like their state. They're so close, But just really cool. And the gypsy. You know what I was thinking? Like because I love to think like this. I wonder if in another life, you were one of those traveling gypsies.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I think it's really cool. I totally believe in that. I believe that we travel through time anyway. We can.
There's no explanation, really. It's just so strong. I mean, ask anybody who knows me. It's almost like, oh my God, there she goes again. It's like all I think about and all I talk about.
I love it. Well, it's your culture, as we say.
But you know how it is. It requires all of you. When you're studying an art form, it just requires all of you. So I have all of me for that, and then all of me also for my family. So it's like, and my career. Anyway, it's like,
Yeah, I know. It's the balancing act. So let me just check in with people that have checked in with us.
Awesome, people saying it's so awesome.
Karen Vergana has checked in. Julie Alexander has checked in. Rosie Puzzi has checked in. Meg Gallagher. Meg, happy birthday, honey. And lots of people are watching. Leanne's watching. So now what do you? Is there a competition coming up, or is there some? Where do you go next now?
I have a show that's coming Sunday. Actually, it's at the Bayport. I think it's called Bayport Blue Point Library.
Okay.
And then another one in I believe it's Half Hollow Hills High School. They're doing like a diversity festival or something. That's Sunday, May 22nd. Oh, and then there's New York City Dance Parade, which is happening May 21st, and I'm marching.
Your birthday.
You know what's so funny that you brought that up? Because Leo, I said to Leo, we were going to talk about that tonight, and I said, you know what? Let's not talk about that tonight. We'll talk about it next week because it's closer to next Sunday. Sunday, May 21st is my birthday, and I said, don't worry about it. But I do want to talk about it next week. And one of our friends, Chauncey Dandridge, who's a DJ at Stonewall, he actually is the commissioner of the dance police. So what they do is during this dance parade is they go around the crowd, and people that aren't having fun, they give them tickets, like a violation.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's true. Yeah, the dance parade, they're going to be dancing all the way down, and you're going to be part of that?
Yeah, I'm going to be performing on the floor, marching with Zianix Barrera Flamenco.
Yeah.
And then we're performing at the grandstand, too.
That's incredible. Yeah, so Chauncey was the one who told me about it. He's like, May 21st, that's your birthday? That's the day of the dance parade. And I said, I worked the night before. I worked that same night. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it. I'll try. But he said it's the most fun. And he said, we give out tickets if you're not enjoying yourself. You get a ticket. So they have they're dressed as dance police. Is that funny or what?
Yeah, it's true.
That's going to be really exciting. So do you have a website where people can follow you?
Well, I'm working also with my friend Vito. He's a guitarist, and we do a lot of Vito. Right. And so he's got to update a couple of things I told him the other day, because I sent him a new bio, like an updated bio and more pictures. And then there's a video clip that I'm planning to put up on Facebook from the competition that I did. So
yeah,
one of my most proud moments, my performance. So
I was going to say, when you said that competition, you totally beamed.
Yeah.
It was like amazing. I mean, there was a residency up in Lake Placid that I did, and I got to hang out with the big names in flamenco. There's one of our singers, Jose Moreno. He sings at the Met whenever they have productions of Carmen, and he trains the singers in flamenco dance and probably singing too, and then he performs with them. He's unbelievable. He can dance and sing, and he plays the guitar. He does the cajon, the percussion, and everything. And Pedro Cortez was our guitarist for that competition, and he's like amazing. He comes from some gypsy family in Spain, and it's like
wow.
Amazing. And I got to stay with them and work with them and study with them, and Fanny, Ara, and Briseida Sarate. So I'll give credit to all of them when I post my little video. I get to post 1 minute clip of that. So
yeah, and I was gonna say, if you ever, you're so welcome. If you ever want to post a video on my page, on my Maria Gentile page, you can share it to my page. Then I will put it on my show page. You know,
okay.
or you can put it in our thread that we started today, and then I'll put it on my show page so that we can continue to follow you and your journey of flamenco. Like, it's so beautiful, you know. So now our audience has met you, and they're I'm sure they love you already. So this is so great. People will be following you. You know, thank you for joining us tonight, Lisa. Now, don't go too far. I want to ask Leo. Leo, do we have Al? I don't. Oh my God,
Al. Hi.
there is Al Lambert. Al, you know you're famous.
Remember, I'm 100 years old now.
I'm 100 years old.
As soon as Al shows up, all the girls swoon. That's all I'm gonna say. I was talking to Lisa yesterday. She goes, Al Lambert, I bought a car from him years ago.
That's funny. Which Lisa?
Lisa, yeah, she bought a car from you.
Years ago. I said, Jesus, that Al gets around.
Yeah,
So-
Toyota. My
Hey, look,
Toyota.
I'm only. Wow, Lisa, what's your last name?
Right?
Nazli.
It was Lochner when you bought it. It was Lisa Lochner. She used to babysit for me, Al.
Oh my God, that's true.
Wow.
That was before
That's
we were
funny
married.
Wow.
That was a long time.
So Al, I heard you did an amazing
Yes.
telethon yesterday for an amazing cause. And why don't you tell us what you did? Now, after you tell us about the telethon, I'll tell everybody what you do. Let's talk about this amazing telethon. Go ahead, Al. Fill everybody
Bottom
in.
line was, I'll take a minute to give you the little background. I
Whatever
don't
you
sleep
want.
all night, so 3 in the morning, I do my thing. I stay up, you know. And a few weeks ago, I was watching this thing, and I said, I got to do something. And I said, wow, I have this thing called the Al Lambert CTV show. Why don't I find out if I can elongate it into a telethon?
Okay,
I went to the board. They said, yes, board of my Rotary. And in 48 to 72 hours, I had the makings of a telethon.
Of a telethon.
And then I asked my best friend. Yes, it was a telethon for almost 4 hours. Staten Island has 500,000 people, 82,000 homes. It goes into about 40,000 homes. And who knows how many people watched and how many didn't. But the beauty is they will show it 25 more times. So I will get 100 hours worth of TV time.
Okay, so
And
Leo has just
we
put
do
up
that.
the post, southshorerotary.com/Ukraine. That
Right,
if you we will watch it if we go to that.
Yes, you can go to that. There's also a telephone number there. I don't have my regular glasses. It's 732 number.
Okay.
And that telephone number, also someone will get back to them. But the best way to do it is to go on southshorerotary.com/Ukraine. And I feel like I just had some cocaine. I had a couple of glasses of wine. And you could donate directly on the webpage.
Wow, that is so beautiful.
100% of all money, Maria, 100% of all money goes to the cause, because everybody that did the show, from the TV station to the help and all the things, did it for nothing.
Now, Lynn,
So
you were
the show had,
involved in that, right? Lynn was involved. I saw that beautiful.
Lynn was another one who. Well, Lynn was more than just she was half the show, you know. But she was my co-pilot. If I was Johnny Carson, she was Ed McMahon, and let me tell you, she did a magnificent.
We had a great time, Al. You were great.
Well,
you were just great.
You know what? That really describes Linny. Linny is, she's.
Ed McMahon.
But you're a classic co-pilot. I mean, you're so supportive, and your heart's in it, Lynn. And
yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen when you're live, right, Al? Hey, y'all.
So there's Al right now.
It goes beyond.
You don't know.
I know we have Kenny Graham. I have obviously the board of directors. Mike Stanton, thank you, Mike, for all your help. Rosemary Furno, and there is this one gentleman I just never met. He's right here on the camera, and thank you very much. I just can't get over the job that you've done, and you've done jazz television. You know, we all know what key we're in. You know.
Now, but Al, also you have a talk show. You've had a talk show for a long time. Yes. Your dad, do you know that I was on your dad's talk show 32 years ago, the Dom Lambert show, and I still have it on a tape somewhere, like a VHS. I always held on to it. Your dad was so sweet.
Funny you mentioned. He was a funny guy, and I dedicate everything to his memory.
He was a great guy.
He was a great guy. But getting back to Lynn for a minute, I say Lynn is a pilot. If in this particular case, he was my co-pilot, and I had to have that co-pilot there because I had to have somebody to bounce things off. Because a live show, you never know where it's going to go for 4 hours.
Absolutely.
And I know how sick he is. Yeah, I know. You're right.
We were there at 12 o'clock.
But anyway,
cameras and microphones, and and it's lights and it's heat, and by the end, Al has no script. He's just going and going, and 6 o'clock came, and Al had to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." I said it's like the last song and the hardest song to sing after 6 hours of talking, and both of us were like crying. It was just very moving. Your heart is breaking for these people, and you don't know what you can do. And Al said it the best. Al, what did you say? What you can do? It's about praying.
The show's going to be played so often. They're rolling.
I don't know if you're going to play it or you
apologize. Thank you to all my.
But go ahead, tell him, Al.
Many of us, we're praying to God to help these people in the Ukraine when we have a lot that we can do to help, and we forget that. So it's not just God, let's do what we can do.
Do something.
I know. It's funny that you said that yesterday. I don't know what it was, but I was having a bad day, right? And I was just cranky all day, and I'm walking around and I said, this is the worst day. And then in 2 seconds, I caught myself. I said, no, this is the best day, because you are not one of those poor people. Like, we don't realize that nothing compares to that, what they're going through. Nothing. Like nothing. So I just caught myself and I said, no, you know what? Don't be like that. And I think it's wonderful that we're all doing what we can, like I've donated a lot of different places, and but this is great. I'm gonna go and donate to your cause as well. There's Lynn.
We were both crying at this point.
That was a moment.
No, Al sang that before that. Al sang about 10 minutes before that. Al sang it. You can pull it up, Leo. It wasn't me. It was Al. He sang right before that.
Maria.
Now, babe, go ahead.
I want to mention that when Lynn and I were crying, we were crying for the cause, crying for the effort that's so free. It was like a wonderful moment in time. That's really about
Yes, that was before that.
That's glad for that. He volunteered and came, and nobody said no.
Nobody said no.
What else?
Nobody said no. That's amazing.
They're rolling the credits, and the Staten Island CTV and Staten Islanders who gave. My God, love you all. I love you all. That's glad for Staten Island.
That's great. Yeah, that's a very tight community.
Sing a song.
No, he didn't. He sang before this, Leo. He wanted me to sing the last song because we had nothing left. We were done. We were
so so the telethon went on for 6 hours, huh? Straight through.
Yeah, well, it went on for 6 hours plus and 4 hours for the taping. We went straight through, and I didn't. Usually I go to the bathroom every 18 minutes. I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, let me just take a minute. We got a
so
couple
intense
that
Go
ahead, Al. I'm sorry.
What's that?
No, go ahead. You were saying something that's so intense.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
When you get into the groove, you're not.
Yeah, and you got a cause.
I keep breaking up, so you can't. You have a cause, and that's all you think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lynn. I talked to Lynn right afterwards. She was on her way home, and she said it was really moving and really intense and just amazing. She said Al's amazing, and I was texting you a few weeks ago, Al, but now I realize I had the wrong number because today I said to Leo, I said, Leo, what do you have for Al's number? And he gave me your number. I'm like, I don't have that number, right? So somebody that I thought was Al, I was texting, and it wasn't you.
You know that. I imitate you, Maria, doing your cousin. When you said 32 years ago, you did a bit about your cousin taking a girl into a restaurant, and I used to fall on the floor when you did that.
That was a long time ago. I forgot I did a little comedy bit on your show. Oh no, on Dom's show. It was the Dom Lambert show that I did. Lynn and I were on.
Sunny Italy, right?
Sunny Italy or something like that.
A little bit of Sunny. Go ahead.
Well, I used to do a character called Sunny Italy like that. He talked like the Italian guys I grew up with, So, but Lynn and I used to do so many shows with characters in them. I'm sure Al will pop back on. I do want to acknowledge some of our people that joined us. Chauncey Dandridge. Chauncey, we were talking about you because Chauncey's going to pop on next week and talk about the dance parade. Lisa
here is going to be in it.
Lisa Nazli, that's with us tonight, is going to be in the dance parade, Chauncey. She's a flamenco dancer, and she's going to be on one of the floats. So that's good. You'll get to meet Chauncey. Please go and find Lisa, and Lisa, you'll find Chauncey Dandridge. He's the commissioner of the dance police, giving out tickets. I think Susan Campanero is going to be also giving out tickets with Chauncey, if I'm not mistaken. So Helen McLennan Gallagher has joined. Wonderful to see Lisa dancing flamenco with Castanet. Bravo. She said, brilliant, Lisa. Let me see who else we have.
Oh,
Lucas Ferdlin is watching. He's a dancer. He's a ballet dancer. So I'm sure he's loving every minute of this. How many years does it take to get to where you are, Lisa? How many years of dance would you say?
A lot. Well, so I've been dancing my whole life. I started with ballet, tap, and jazz, and then it was a whole journey. And then I went into Latin while I was in graduate school. I was teaching ballroom dance, and then I used to go out Latin dancing with my friends. And then gradually, then when I saw the flamenco, I said, that's it. So I zeroed in on that, and that was 24 years ago. And I've been completely focused on it, and it's just, multiple times a week, a lot of work in the studio, dedication. I mean, I want to say that it's the dedication part. It's easy because it's like you can just pass 5 hours and you're like, oh, okay, I really should eat something, how it is.
I've never had that problem where I forgot to eat. Never once in my life did I forget to eat. What do you got? Go ahead. Keep eating. Actually, thank you, Lynn. So usually this is the segment of our show at 1/4 we do a segment of our show called Go Ahead, Keep Eating, Leo. And I am not home. I didn't.
Oh, it's dinner time now anyway, right?
So Leo is going to do the segment of our show called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Leo, what did you cook tonight?
Well, it was a short notice. I usually have something like a little easy on show nights. Hold on, I gotta find my banner.
And who else?
So I made a little something.
Oh, what did you make?
What is that?
Egg noodles with Alfredo and peas and meatballs.
Oh, beautiful.
That sounds good.
Nice, Leo.
Usually I cook and sometimes Leo cooks too, but then by the time I ask him to show his meal, he's usually eaten it. Not truly. I'll be like, Leo, show your food, and he's like, I ate it.
I'll be like,
So yeah, because I left my computer at Judy's over the weekend, so I had to rush over here and do the show from here, which is great. But I didn't cook, so and we did get takeout, and it was delicious. But we got a little something.
But I'm getting ready for my my visit, so I'm getting the pasta. I'm accruing the pasta now, getting ready for my Maria sauce in 2 weeks.
That's right. Leo is coming to New York to visit. He lives here now. He's in California. Leo, I'm going to make you all the things. I'm going to make you meatballs, spicy sausage, everything.
I bought 2 seats for the way back on the plane.
Yes. Okay, good. You're going to need them. You're going to need them. Just bring your sweatpants. Lisa, another Nazli 99, Nazli 99 is clapping their hands for you. So that might be a cousin, a relative, or
That's my
husband. That's Muhammad.
Husband is clapping for you.
We love Muhammad.
And Ruggiefieros says, Lisa, you're amazing. I'm honored to be your friend. So a lot of your friends are on here, and they're clapping for you, and
I'm lucky. Really am blessed. And
I'm looking forward to seeing you live. I might have to go to that dance parade after all. It's my birthday, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to, because I'm going to be getting ready for a lot of things. But I might have to just make that dance parade.
Or you'll get a ticket.
Or I'll get a ticket from Chauncey.
It sounds like they planned it for your birthday, so why wouldn't you go and get
That's what I mean. I might have to go out
in the street.
Start screaming that it's my birthday. I might have
bring
to.
you up on stage. Yeah, definitely.
Now we're going to talk about it next week. Chauncey's going to come on the show. We're going to really promote the parade. Do you know where in the parade you are? Like,
the lineup. All I know is the name of the group who I'll be with. It's Xianix. I don't know where I could type it. It's Xianix.
Okay.
Barrera is her last name.
Okay. Xanix Barrera. Okay, we'll look for all of that stuff. And Lynn, where are you working this week that you want to let people know about? Lynn is a reoccurring character on our show.
I'm everywhere. Everything is good. Everything is good. My Lisa turned 50 out of every big birthday. There you are, Lisa.
Okay.
I got to see her dance on her birthday Saturday.
Wow.
It was such a gift. Yeah. This is great. Look at that.
Yeah, this is really
great.
She's my mentor, my current teacher who I'm studying with now and working with her.
And you're going to be on her flow for the parade.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then
That's
in her,
great. And
we're going to be performing there at the end somewhere.
Susan Campanero told me that April 29th was National Dance Day.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody was dancing in Times Square, and everybody all over the world, they were piping people in and videoing people in from all over the world. So isn't that cool? National Dance Day.
Yeah, it's true. Transcendent.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
When I saw Lisa dancing, I get emotional because I've known you for so many years, Lisa. But the intensity. First, I said, "Are they happy? Like they're dancing? Like is everything?" First, I said, "Why aren't they smiling?" It's like, no, it's like they're going, and I'm like, all these women, the 4 of you, whatever, and then they would pair up, but when they two dance together, then another 2, whatever I don't know what.
Yeah, that was the Sevillanas.
Sevillanas.
And but you realize they were telling the story.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
the story, and they were intense. And then all of a sudden, they would like nap together, and then they would go back, and I'm like, oh, they're all telling a story. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I totally didn't expect it. There's so much more. Oh, look at that! I wish you could see her from her the videos from the party.
This is so exciting! I love it.
I was honored.
There's a fan.
Yeah, show her how you do that, Lee.
I love that. I love a good fan.
If you listen, this is also part of the whole, the accent and the music.
What? I love that.
And it goes at the end of there's all these different musically, the steps, the sound, the percussion sounds function as signals to the singer and the guitarist.
Oh.
So this dance is called guajiras, and it has Cuban influences. So because it's from, a guajira is a beautiful woman from Cuba. Okay, and so the cante, the singing, oh man, I have the lyrics.
So that means my girlfriend is a cuantera.
To the roots of from the heel of your shoe to the roots of your hair, your figure is worth painting with velvet paintbrushes. Because as I watch your figure, even I feel like a painter. I mean, it's like these beautiful words, but of course that's a translation. Anyway, but that opens with a whole bunch of footwork, and that's called the llamada, which means call, and that's to call the singer in. At the end of that, then the singer knows to start singing.
Oh, okay, great.
That section functions as a call for the singer.
Oh, we just learned something. That's really cool. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a couple of minutes left to our show, just a few. I do want to say that John Pandish has also joined us. He joined us every week. John, always nice to see you. Now, so Lynn, let's go over just give the people the information. Leo, if you wouldn't mind again about the telethon.
The 732 number was the phone number. It's on my Facebook, Leo. That's I guess the website.
SouthShoreRotary.com
Ukraine. But yeah, Al taught me. I mean, I had no idea that there were Rotary. There was Rotary all over the world. There's Rotary in Ukraine, so it's just an amazing group. The foundations of all over the country, and not just this country, every country. I'm sorry.
Every country has a Rotary Club, and so
you
this
can see the number there in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
732-778-1529. If you want to watch the show again.
Yes, I'm definitely going to go back.
It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of talking, but it's a lot. But it's just giving and to see people.
I'm definitely going to donate. Leo, do you have a fan?
Oh, Leo, Lisa, look at him.
It's not as fancy as Lisa's fan.
Oh,
look at
this. This is my Pride 29. This is my 50-year Pride plan.
Wow.
Everyone should have one. Yeah.
Give us another snap, Lisa. Give us another fan slap. I love that. Oh!
He dances with it.
No.
I love it.
And then you go like this.
The hands.
Okay, so we have about 4 minutes left for our show. Lisa, I'm going to call upon you to close us out. So, what advice? This show is a show about creative people, staying creative, and everything that we put out there in the world. You and I had the nicest conversation yesterday about staying creative. What would you say to our radio listeners, to our Facebook listeners about just continuing to be creative no matter what the obstacles are? You are a teacher. You worked through COVID. You worked remotely. You worked in person. All the challenges, but nonetheless, you stuck with your flamenco dancing. You got even deeper and more in touch with it yourself and with it. What advice would you give to other creative people out there?
To never give up. I mean, like Lynn said, I just turned 50 and I'm still holding on to my passion, because like what I was thinking about during my 50th birthday celebration is that what kept me going is the connection that dance and music brings to people. Not only connection with, audiences and stuff like that, but the connection with yourself. That I think is the most important thing, because when you have that connection with yourself, then you project that love and that passion, and then everybody's like that illuminates the world. It's connection among, the energy among all the artists, and also the connection within yourself. So maintain the connection. That's what I would say. Keep the channels open, because that brings the transcendence, and that brings, make the world a better place, to say the cliche, but like truly, it really works. I mean, people, the more like that whole competition really, oh man, I learned so much from that. And like, because of that, after that, it was like a springboard. Now I'm getting more and more like attention because I don't know, I opened the channels, I guess. The channels have been opened and, so maintain the connection. That's what I would say. Go with it.
Beautiful.
With all your heart, with all your heart.
And it's interesting that you said the connection, because I always have to title this, because if people didn't know, we also go into podcasts in about 12 hours on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. The show will also go into podcasts. And so I always have to name the episodes. And before you even said what you said, like a couple hours ago, I sent it to the radio station. I named it The Ripple Effect, tonight's show, because of our conversation yesterday. And how artists just send all this vibration out into the world.
Yes.
We think we're not important, or what we do is whatever. But it is so important. I think we found that out more in COVID than ever before, that people needed us to keep performing, and the vibrations that we send out into the world and that people send back to us are so important. And just one artist, one person putting something good out into the world, whatever it is, if you're a dancer, you're a writer, you're a poet, you're a painter, keep doing what you do, because it's the ripple effect that we send out into the world. And it changes everything and makes it more beautiful. And what Al did yesterday, that's the ripple effect. One person that sits beside another person that's his friend playing piano, and they just send out into the world. And you know what? Ukraine is far away, but guess what? Those people will be helped by people here. And someday we may need their help. And, that's how it goes. And then we just I always feel like God or the universe, whatever you believe in, sends us this ball of light, right? And some days I hold it and then I pass it to you and you get to hold it. We pass it to each other because it depends on who needs it the most. So artists have this light and we get to pass it to other people. And some days we're feeling low and they pass it back to us. So
I love you. I love you.
Are you a writer too, Maria?
Yes.
What, honey?
You're a writer also?
I am. I'm a writer and a songwriter. And Lynn and I have written many songs together. And I'm a singer. So I just love to be, I love to be part of that. I'm not a dancer, but I love dance. I love dance. I love watching it. And just, I'm very moved by it. My family, they're goofy, but they just love to dance. Like at weddings, we're not good dancers, but we just never sit down. So I grew up like in that kind of a family where it's like, come on, everybody, hit the dance floor, So anyway, sweetheart, thank you for joining us. I want to thank Lynn for our booking agent. She's your booking agent. Lynn, how many times do we have a conversation?
Now I owe her again.
I can't believe I was on I kept telling Leo, take me off.
No,
I'm stuck. No, but it's nice. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for dancing for us. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Leo, where have you gone? Come and say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, he's eating.
I want to meet you, Leo. You better make sure that we hook up when you come here, 2 weeks, you said?
Nice Spanish. You can speak Spanish.
Oh, he's
Leo,
muted.
Oh, you're muted, honey. You're muted. Leo's muted. So he will be here, I think, the 17th. The 17th.
The 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd.
Okay.
I fly back on Monday to my children
He teaches kids as well. He teaches.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Leo's a teacher too.
I'm a dance teacher too, by the way, a certified dance teacher.
You are?
Yeah, New York. Yep, I did that too.
Wow. Well, Lisa, you'll have to come back on the show and tell us more. Linny, I will see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Leo, I'll see you next week. And we're here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you miss our show, you can go to YouTube. All our shows. This is show 244, I think.
246.
246. All archived.
Makes my stomach go.
246.
Yeah, I love it. So we love and appreciate you. Please come back every week and keep doing what you're doing. The Ripple Effect is tonight's show. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.